73 seconds after launch, the spacecraft simply came apart in the sky. The night before, engineers had begged their bosses not to fly. They were overruled. The cause came down to a rubber ring and a cold morning in Florida. In January 1986, NASA was preparing to launch the Space Shuttle Challenger on its 10th flight. The mission carried 7 astronauts, including a name most Americans already knew. Welcome to Solar Hour, where we uncover the strangest, most dangerous, and most astonishing stories our solar system has to offer. Krista McAuliffe, a schoolteacher from New Hampshire, had been chosen to become the first ordinary citizen in space. Millions of schoolchildren were expected to watch her launch live in their classrooms. The rest of the crew were experienced NASA professionals: Scobie, Smith, Resnick, McNair, Onizuka, and Jarvis. The night before launch, temperatures at the Cape dropped into the 20s, unusually cold for Florida. Engineers at Morton Thiokol, who built the shuttle's solid rocket boosters, were alarmed. The boosters were sealed by rubber O-rings, designed to flex and hold back scorching gas at ignition. Those engineers had data suggesting the rings grew stiff and unreliable in cold weather. They held an emergency conference call and recommended strongly that the launch be delayed. NASA managers pushed back, under pressure from a schedule already delayed several times. After further discussion, Thiokol's management reversed its engineers and approved the launch. The next morning, Challenger lifted off into a clear, cold sky, exactly on schedule. For the first minute, everything looked completely normal from the ground. But inside the right solid rocket booster, a stiffened O-ring had already failed to seal properly. A small plume of flame was leaking through the joint, invisible to the naked eye at first. High winds during ascent flexed the booster just enough to reopen the tiny breach. The flame grew, burning through a strut and into the shuttle's giant external fuel tank. At 73 seconds after liftoff, the external tank ruptured and its fuel ignited. The shuttle was torn apart by aerodynamic forces in the fireball, in full view of the crowd below. Mission Control's calm, practiced voice announced only that there had been, quote, a major malfunction. The crew cabin survived the initial breakup largely intact, falling for over 2 minutes before hitting the ocean. Whether the crew were conscious during that fall remains a subject of study and debate to this day. The nation watched in stunned silence. Many live in classrooms expecting to see history, not tragedy. President Reagan postponed his State of the Union address to speak directly to the country instead. A commission was formed to investigate, including physicist Richard Feynman, known for blunt clarity. At a televised hearing, Feynman produced a piece of the actual O-ring material and a clamp. He squeezed the rubber in the clamp, then dropped it into a glass of ice water in front of the cameras. When he pulled it out, the rubber stayed compressed for several seconds before slowly recovering. It was a simple, undeniable demonstration. In the cold, this material lost the flexibility it depended on. The investigation found the disaster was rooted not just in the rings, but in a culture that overruled its own engineers. NASA redesigned the booster joints and grounded the shuttle program for over 2 years. New safety rules were put in place, including a much stricter launch commit temperature limit. The Challenger crew is remembered on plaques in schools and in a permanent NASA safety culture built from that morning. 73 seconds. A rubber ring, and a warning that was heard and set aside the night before.